Hey everybody, Chris here. Despite a Monday morning pullback in the crypto market, Dogecoin is approaching its next golden cross. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell. You can be notified when the videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we had a fun live stream on Sunday celebrating 20,000 subscribers here on the Chris Pax channel. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Had a lot of fun with that. But now, last night we had a pump going on. I think it was the James Wynn account on X that said something like, never trust a Sunday night pump. And, well, that was right, because here we are Monday morning with the dip. Are you taking advantage of the dip? What does a golden cross look like? And when was the last time we had a golden cross and what happened? I'm going to show you all of that next. So let's get into the news and the charts. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we're at 22.7. That's right, 22.7. Here was the trading on Sunday night. Had a nice little pump going up over 24 cents. There was jubilance. There was excitement, right, with that little move there. But then it's a Sunday night pump. Look at what happened to Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumps up to over $122,000. Well, and then we get the Monday morning dump. So what's going to happen with this pullback here? How does this look? Yeah, it's typical Monday. Once we get into the stock trading, and we'll see what the stocks do when the stock market opens, as I'm recording this pre-market U.S. stock exchange trading. So Bitcoin's still showing some weakness and coming down. So it is pretty much dragging down everything. ETH coming down as well. ETH with all its strength, right? Just pulls that down as well. So that's the way the markets move, though, right? It has nothing against the individual coins, or it's just the way the market moves. So someone in the live stream yesterday said, oh, this looks really bearish, right? And I just said, zoom out. Let's do a zoom out here. And so we went to the 4 hour. It's like, look, since August 2nd, it's been higher lows. So here it is, a higher low here. If this comes back down below 22 cents, then we've got something else to talk about. If we drop all the way down and we're in the 21s, now the scenario changes. But as of now, right now, this is the dip. This is where we are. And as long as we stay above 22 cents, I think we're okay. So that's where we are now. Of course, the good news, right, and what you all came and clicked on the video to see was like, what's this golden cross, right? Well, there's this red circle, and I've had this red circle on. Now, I thought initially it was going to be later in the month, but because of this big run in Dogecoin up from 19 cents all the way to 24 cents, that big run accelerated the 50-day moving average. So what does that mean? So first, again, a golden cross is only on the daily. So if you've got people saying, oh, it's a 4 hour golden cross or a 1 hour golden cross, and that's not the 50 and 200, it's the 20 and 200. It's always the 50 and the 200. That's what it's always been. So let me turn them on. So there's the 50 in white. This is the 50-day moving average. And here's the 200-day moving average in blue coming down. And here they're coming. And so we've been watching this over the past few days during the live streams. And tonight, after 8 o'clock, it is going to post, which is going to be right here in the middle of this circle. So that is going to post as the golden cross. And you say, well, what does that signify? Well, it's more about what has happened in the past than what's going to happen in the future. This is not a tried and true indicator of how things are going to trade in the future. It is showing momentum, though. When the 50 crosses over the 200, that means the momentum tends to be positive at the time of a golden cross. The 50 crosses over the 200. Sometimes that can lead into big rallies. Sometimes the trading just kind of chops around. Sometimes it actually goes down a little bit. So there's no sure thing. But the last time this happened, and we zoom back and we follow, there was a death cross that we had there. March 14th, we had a death cross. And that was when the 50 moved below the 200. That was a death cross. I actually should draw that on here, right? And put that in red as the death cross there. So we got that mark. That was the death cross. And the price did not disappoint on that term, because in early April we had a bigger dip coming all the way down. Remember 13-cent Doge? You could have bought 13-cent Doge there. But when was the last Golden Cross? Well, there it is right there. It's right here. We have that marked. November 5th. November 5th, the price of Dogecoin was 15 cents. And what happened right after that Golden Cross? Well, we had a rocket in the price of Dogecoin. Again, no guarantee that's going to happen again. And a big difference between it happening in early November, right before the Trump election, and Elon and Doge and all of that happening. I mean, that was what a lot of this was about. And now we're still in August, what I call the summer chop season, still going on. So I'm not expecting this huge run yet. But also, this came right after the gift. Remember the gift we had in August 2024, when you could have been buying Dogecoin at 9 cents? That was the gift. I called that out, right? That's what we had, all leading to this big run. And what is coming now? And if you don't understand what is happening overall, I made a video yesterday, which was the 3 things that you must do now for Dogecoin preparing. And I also posted on my X account, this is at ChrisPax, on my X account, I also posted the chart that I used in that video, where I zoomed out, looked at the whole big picture of Dogecoin, all the way back from 2013, all the way to today. And if you're not bullish about Dogecoin after looking at this picture, I don't know what to say, but don't get all caught up in the chop that we're in now. Don't get all caught up in the chop that we're in now. Because in the big picture, there's bigger things coming. Bitcoin, again, pulling back from last night's little pump. Again, a Sunday night pump. Don't trust it, right? Don't trust the Sunday night pumps. Okay, so we learned that. So what happened this morning? Well, we knew Michael Saylor because we showed the dot plot that he put on with the orange dot, which pretty much signaled, yeah, they did some buying. And this morning, Michael Saylor posted that they bought just 155 Bitcoin this time. Just only $18 million at a price of 116,400, which is what I had predicted when we looked at the Bitcoin price and we saw the big run that happened here. So which big run was it? Oh, it was this one here, right? 116.4. So he bought back here at 116.4 after that pump. So that was the pump. That was Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin. And we talked about that. So 116.4 was his average. So he's already making money on that new Bitcoin he just bought. He's already making money on it. Oh, gosh. They've got 628,000 Bitcoin, almost 629. $46 billion invested. His average price is $73,288. So if you have an average price of your Bitcoin that's less than $73,000, like me, because mine is at $26,000 is my average cost. Now, I don't have anywhere near as much Bitcoin as Michael Saylor and Strategy B has, but hey, we do what we do. That's why I hold Doge, because Doge is going to outperform Bitcoin. We also have these CME gaps. I tried to find this chart. We finally did during the live stream. I tried to find it. I can't find this chart. This trading view is so hard. But we do have a CME gap. Are we going to dip back down and fill the CME gap? These CME gaps do tend to get filled. So we'll be watching this on Monday's live stream and see whether this plays out or not on the CME gap. But that does tend to happen. But then once Bitcoin turns around and it gets back up to 123, what's the next thing going to be called, right? The big double top, right? Oh, double top on Bitcoin. That means it's going to go down. It's going to crash now because we hit the double top on Bitcoin. But again, I remind you, let's go and let's look at the overall chart. And not only did I post the Dogecoin overall chart from yesterday's video, but I also posted the Bitcoin overall chart, trading all the way back to 2010, all the way to today. And if you think that this is going to be a double top, I don't know what else to say, because it doesn't look like a double. Well, I mean, in short term, right? Short term, yeah, double top. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin stop it. Overall, a Golden Cross pattern maintains long-term bullish outlook despite recent pullback. That's the news right there, right? Long-term bullish outlook despite recent pullback. That's what I am saying. Dogecoin price could hit 37 cents in the short term. That would be the Golden Cross we're about to hit. And this wave 3. So if you're into this wave analysis and you're looking at these numbers here, the wave analysis, well, in a bull market, which the bull cycle we are still in overall, this is what's coming. And not only the wave 3, this Elliott wave thing, but ETFs as well. The ETF hype coming for Dogecoin could send Doge flying. This is what we are waiting for. And of course, then we have the Dogecoin to $1 scenarios happening, and everybody's talking about Dogecoin to $1 again. And I'm just like, well, let's get back to 48.50 cents first, right? And then let's shoot for 73 cents, the previous all-time high, before we get to $1. It would be fun, it would be awesome, but one step at a time. And the first step is going to be for Dogecoin, it's going to be the Golden Cross, which is going to happen tonight, and then we will track Doge from there. Again, the last time the Golden Cross happened was on November 5th, 2024, and look what happened to the price of Dogecoin right after that Golden Cross posted. Again, I'm not expecting that kind of movement right away. I think it's going to be a little more delayed this time around, but it will be an exciting event. And we'll talk about it again at the next live stream. Make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications on. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel, not only about where Dogecoin is in this little pullback we're having right now. Again, Bitcoin, again, doing the same thing, right? Bitcoin doing the same thing as we zoom in. Pull back on Bitcoin. Pull back on Doge. Pull back on ETH. Pull back on XRP. I mean, everything, right? Everything's pulling back. The whole market is right now. So that's what we got right now. Again, higher lows, though. Buying opportunities, right? So take advantage of it. We'll see you next time.